Hey everybody, it's Quinn here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another episode of my CalSpeed Karting Sprint Series, except today we're going to be racing the Super Series. We're going to be riding on board for round number 7 of the Super Series. This is heat number 2 for round 9. Heat 1 was last round, and we had a slow kart, so we have to try to make up a lot of positions this round to get anything good in the main. We got the flagger going green flag. We're pushing off just one big push with the left foot today. But we're not going to get the same kind of launch control effect that we've had sometimes before. I've already got contact. We're throwing the dirty moves out on the first corner. We do get a little bit of contact on Paul Wagner there. It's not a great first couple corners for us. We fall back from 15th, our starting position on the grid, into 16th, but we're right on Paul Wagner's bumper here in the 49. We're just going to stick a little nose up the inside going into Silk here, and we're going to take it. We're going to slot right through. It's pretty hard to go around the outside of Silk. And I'm going to make a look up the inside of Joey, make a little bit of contact. Pay attention to that move. That's going to be very important later class. And then we're going to just push right up the hill. We got Paul pushing on our bumper, and we've made it back up into 15th, our starting position. Going to stick a little nose there, a little contact there with Joey, but we just don't have the room to make it through, so we drop back. We have Joey Andrews, a.k.a. the Stiglet, in the 38 car going up the inside of the 31. I love this guy's suit and helmet. He's got, like, paint on his suit. And he's so offended here by this move around the outside and into bypass, he decides to just drop out of the race before the end of the first lap. And there it is. There's our first lap. We are tucked in right here behind the Stiglet, a.k.a. Joey Andrews. Like I said, he's another CalSpeed YouTuber, and we're right up on his bumper. We've reeled him in a little bit, and he is our target. But we do have Paul Wagner right behind us. He's right on our rear bumper, and he's waiting for any opportunity to get up and around. So we just need to put in the laps. We see Joey coming out a little bit off the line so that he can get a good entrance rather into Silk here. And Paul Wagner comes up side by side, runs it out, tries to get the move done into hairpin, but I don't leave enough room, and he ends up on the disadvantageous side of the track on the exit of the corner. And now we're running back up the hill. We've managed to hold on to 14th position since we took it at the end of the last lap, and it looks like we don't have enough pace on Joey up ahead to make the overtake, and we don't have enough pace to pull away from Paul behind because he's right there on my rear bumper. So we're going to come in through bypass and try to keep it really clean, because I know if he comes out any faster than I do, he's going to get around me, but he doesn't. We keep him behind for at least another start-finish straight. We're going to turn into turn 1 here, take a little bit of curb on each of these curbs, and we're going to look behind, and he's looking for any opportunity to get around. He actually came up and mentioned that he had seen the YouTube videos, so maybe he was just trying to say hi to the 360 cam. But he doesn't get it done through Contino, and we got to catch up to Joey. We got to catch up to the Stiglet up ahead, because we are not super stoked about 14th. We've been bringing home a lot of mid-pack results lately, and we need to start working our way up the pack here. It was kind of one of those bad luck weekends for me in general. I had a kind of a rough qualifying session, and then my first heat went really badly. I had a kind of a bad kart, and then this was my second heat of the day. So it was starting to feel like a stale day. Sometimes you go out racing and you just don't bring home the type of results you'd like to. But it looks like we've reeled Joey Andrews in the 38 car. He's right up ahead of us, and we're going to be able to take him in this start-finish straight. It looks like we've got a little bit of run. We're going to be able to pull our kart right up along the inside of his. He gives us plenty of space, and we're side by side making a little bit of contact into turn 1. He doesn't want to give the position up. He's trying to keep it on the outside, but there's not a whole lot you can do once somebody gets on your inside coming into the Contino curve. You can't really go around the outside and come out on top. I waved my hand there to say, come on, tuck in behind me. Let's 2 karts are faster than 1. Let's try to catch this group up ahead, because we've got a big gap up ahead of us, and I'm only in 13th, so I'm looking for more positions than this. And then Paul Wagner comes up and totally derails the plan of 2 karts are faster than 1 and slots in ahead of Joey Andrews. But I don't know that, and I don't care who is behind me. When I'm in the helmet and I get clear air ahead of me, I'm just trying to pull a gap from anybody I can. And then Joey comes back up the inside 1 corner later inside of Paul Wagner and takes 14th position back. So now we're going into bypass, and the 2 karts behind us have been battling for position for the last lap or so. So we end up actually having a little bit of cushion coming into turn 1, and I'm not sweating too much about losing 13th. But now we're back through Contino, and I got a feeling that our friends have reeled in. They've reeled in a lot of that gap already. Looks like they're only 2 or 3 car lengths behind, and they have the aerodynamic advantage of nose to tail on this back straight. So I think they're going to come right up back on my rear bumper here. And there they are. Joey's looking a little bit up the inside. He's looking, but there's not enough room for the kart there. and they're side by side again coming into Silk. Joey beats Paul out one more time, and we're running back up this hill in the lead of this triplet again. We're actually going to skip ahead a little bit here up into the beginning of lap 7. We managed to stay in front of that group for the next 2 consecutive laps. We're still in 13th, but just as we come into Contino, Joey closes the gap, and he's pushing on the bumper. He's doing it the polite way, of course, where you push on the outside of the bumper and in through the corner. Otherwise, you'll spin the other guy out. It's pretty rude, but it's polite to push politely. And then both of my rivals, both Paul Wagner and Joey Andrews, come up around me, but I take the position back from both of them before we get up to the hairpin. We've got Joey pushing us back up this hill, sticks his kart through, but he doesn't have the momentum to make it up. Paul Wagner does. Paul Wagner is actually out ahead of me, but I have the inside, the shorter travel distance through this corner here, and we're going to have the inside going into turn 4. And that turn is actually called turn 4, going clockwise or counterclockwise, even though around the other way it's one of the last corners on the layout. Paul Wagner and Joey Andrews both come back through again, going through bypass, but it means that Wagner has a really, really terrible exit onto the straight, but Joey holds on to it. Joey comes through, and we are stuck here in 14th position, but it looks like Derek Barunda has joined our group, and he wants in on the fight. We are now second in a train of 4 cars, but we are not on Joey's bumper. It looks like we are reeling him in a little bit. We get a better run down the back straight, and we follow him on kind of an offline through Silk. We're going to look for the move, a little bit of contact. We push him wide, and that's a gain on contact. That was a dirty move. I am sorry, Joey. I'm sorry, Stiglet. You guys got to go over there and subscribe because I took position from him. But we're going to be punished in real life, actually right now, as we go across the start-finish line. I thought that I might have gotten away with that move, but that is not the case. I wasn't trying to get away with it. Like I said, Joey's my friend, but I mean, you never want to see what we're about to see here. If we look here on the right, we've got the flagman on the start-finish.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Love that. Nothing like a drive-through penalty to make your race go great. So I decided to lift and let Joey back through, but Joey wasn't behind me, so I let these other 2 guys, Paul Wagner and Derek Barunda, through, and then I blocked Joey out. I tried to let Joey through. I got overtaken by 2 cars, and I ended up holding him up, making it harder for him to make his way through. At this point, I'm trying not to lose any more time than I need to, but I also know that I want to let Joey through. And he's coming up here. He comes up my inside here into the hairpin, and he makes it right, takes the position back. It gave me a little look there. I'm not sure if there was a little venom in that, but I deserved a little venom. I ruined his race on lap 8, so definitely not my proudest moment. And now we have to go and serve that drive-through. So it's lap 9 of 10. We're in 17th position. Look, whoa, somebody's having a worse race than me somehow today. Anyway, I don't have the video from that, so we're not going to go too deep into it. But I'm going to put my hand up. We're going to go, and we're going to try to do the drive-through. I try to be really quick through the drive-throughs, but I hit the tires every time. I'm clumsy. And we cross the line for the white flag, going about 10 miles an hour coming out of the pits, and trying to rejoin. We're going to skip this last lap. We ended up being promoted from 18th to 17th in the end. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and check out the live stream at 5:30 tonight.
Dude, nice one. Oh man, I hit that penalty though. I got that penalty and it messed me.
Yeah, you were going back and forth.
I know, it's because I was getting too fierce about it. I got too fierce, and Joey, I sent Joey all the way off track.
In the hairpin?
Too bold with the dive bomb.
You had it, dude.
I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried to give it back to you, but you weren't the one behind me anymore, so I got trained. But I thought that my speed delta was higher than it was, and that I would make it up side by side, and then I was already on the brakes, and I had just botched the whole corner.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So, my bad.
No,
I'll send all my subscribers to you.
Yeah, of course.